All right, let's talk about HepatoBurn. We're going to do an honest analysis, cut through all the noise, and figure out what this is really all about. Let's get right to it. Is HepatoBurn the actual reason you can't seem to shake that stubborn belly fat? I mean, you know the drill, right? You're eating clean, you're hitting the gym, but that stubborn fat, the low energy, the bloating, it just won't budge. The scale is completely stuck. Well, HepatoBurn says it has the answer, and its core idea, it's pretty out there. So here's the core claim. It's not about your willpower. It's about your liver. Yeah, you heard that right. Their whole argument is built on this one powerful idea, that your struggle with weight isn't some kind of personal failure. It's a biological issue with your liver. And you have to admit, that's a pretty compelling way to look at it, because it totally shifts the blame from you to your body. Okay, so what's the deal with this liver-fat connection? How is this all supposed to work? Let's break it down. The main idea here is something they call a sluggish liver. Now, the claim is that your liver, which is basically the control center for your entire metabolism, gets totally overwhelmed. We're talking toxins, stress, maybe not the best diet. And when that happens, it supposedly just shuts down your body's natural fat-burning signals. The result? You get that stubborn weight gain, the fatigue, the inflammation, and it feels like nothing you do makes a difference. And this quote really gets to the heart of it. It wasn't me, it was my body trying to protect me and screaming for help. See? That's the big psychological hook. It flips the script from I'm failing to my body needs help. That's a huge mental shift, right? It takes all that pressure off of you and puts the focus on supporting your body instead. All right, so if a sluggish liver is the big problem, then obviously the formula is pitched as the solution. So let's take a look at what's actually inside this stuff. Okay, so the formula is built around 5 key plant-based ingredients. You've got royal chaga extract, ginger root, dandelion root, turmeric, and milk thistle. Now, if some of these sound familiar, it's because a lot of them are pretty well known in traditional medicine, often talked about for their anti-inflammatory or detoxifying qualities. And the idea is that when you put them all together, they're designed to do 3 main things: help your liver detox, cut down on inflammation, and basically get your body ready to start burning through stored fat a lot more efficiently. Now, a big selling point they emphasize is that it's 100% natural formula. So we're talking no jitters, no crashes, no synthetic stuff. It's marketed as a way to avoid all those nasty side effects you get from stimulant-heavy products. They're aiming for what they call gentle support. Okay, so that's the formula. But what about the results? What can you actually expect to happen, and what's the timeline we're looking at here? Well, they're pretty upfront that this isn't some magic overnight pill. The timeline they lay out starts with some subtle changes in the first few weeks. Maybe you'll notice more energy, your digestion feels a little better, less bloating. But the real fat loss results, they say those typically show up after about 2 months of using it every single day. So this is definitely positioned as a long-term habit, not a quick fix. So the whole philosophy here isn't about forcing your body to lose weight with a bunch of stimulants. It's all about restoring your internal balance. The goal is to give your liver the support it needs so it can reset your metabolism and get it back to its natural fat-burning state. At least, that's the claim. All right, let's get down to the bottom line. Let's talk about how you actually buy this and what kind of guarantee they offer. So, HepatoBurn comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee. What that means is you basically get 2 full months to try it out completely risk-free. If you don't see the results you want, you can just ask for a full refund. That's a pretty standard sign of confidence for products like this. Okay, and this part is really important. The company is very clear. Do not buy this from places like Amazon or eBay. Apparently, there's a big risk of getting fake products. So to make sure you're getting the real deal and that you're covered by that money-back guarantee, you have to buy it from their official website. It's important to note that the link to the official secure website for HepatoBurn is down in the description. Which really brings us all the way back to the main question, right? Could supporting your liver actually be the missing piece of the puzzle in your own weight journey? When you boil it all down, the most powerful part of the HepatoBurn story is that change in perspective, moving away from blaming your willpower and towards focusing on your body's biology. Now, whether that idea actually leads to real-world results, that's the million-dollar question. But it's an argument that definitely makes you rethink the whole problem. Thanks for watching this review. If this video helps you make a decision, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next analysis. See you in the next one.